I know what you're probably thinking. Really? Another video on your on those super reading guys? Well, let's start with the fact of something funny between it and that show and Pokemon. The fact that the actual main guy who, no matter what, always has a chance to save the day. Maybe because they throw in everything where he has to be the one to do it. You know who I'm talking about. His name kind of reminds me of Why Not. And I mean this guy. The fact that Princess P would probably get bullied in high school because of how her initials sound when you say them out loud. But this next one, the one I'm focusing the video on, the fact that me and Red's relationship, of me liking her as a character, is kind of similar as M&J TV and cast form. Why, you may ask? Well, cast form is a very hated Pokemon throughout the whole franchise. But M&J TV loves it anyway. Then now you're asking, oh, hold up, what does that have to do with their relation? Well, remember this clip in Reliving Memories YouTube poop review video? Oh. FBI, open up! Okay, I don't like this. Back then, Wonder Red was my favorite character. But when it comes to insulting her and me, making her look ridiculous nowadays, everyone takes advantage of it. What I'm saying is, both Red and cast form are majorly hated. Either that or literally everyone likes to make Red feel like cast form. But what I just noticed a few minutes ago was that it's kinda not helping that I think the writers kind of hate her too. So the thing is, I noticed something back then that for some reason, even though Red was my favorite character back then, didn't bother me about the show. Well, except for one of them. What I realize is the fact that, one, she has the majority of some of the problems that they face, and the fact that she rarely gets any time to save the day with her rhyme powers, and what I realized from back then was that when she had the problem, she would never help out. And for some weird reason, but the only time I understood why that was the case was the episode where she literally, he was too tired to do almost anything. That was the only time I could understand why the writers hers were all like, yeah, you're not helping out today. Though that logic right there there was literally only one episode where that wasn't the case. And only one episode where she had the problem, yet she helped out. And I like that. And the most intimidating fact of all, she was the only heroic character out of the four who couldn't fly. So, seriously, the other three characters had some special power or kind of thing that allowed them to float in the air. And guess what? Red? I guess she just didn't have that. I mean, you should assume because she already has her skates to get her around. But seriously, there is... You don't know how... The writers probably don't know how she feels about being the only character out of the squad who didn't have some sort of thing that allowed her to float in the air.
If only I could join you there in the air, floating free without a care. I wish I could fly and see things with a different eye. I would fly so very high and touch the sky and never have to ask why it is that I can fly.
That's what she's probably like. I'm all like, what? And anyway, the only thing that really bothered me is that she never really had a chance to save she barely ever has a chance to save the day. And that's because I feel like the writers gave her the most useless reading thing you need to know. Seriously, do people who read actually care about the rhymes? Well, I'm gonna stop ranting about this and just go back on to me just not caring and watch other shows instead. So, I guess, meh.